Hello, everybody. What's everybody doing out there this morning? I am getting loaded at the cold storage in Chicago. That's what I'm doing. I got a red light. I don't know. I've been here for about an hour now, so going okay. Picking up a light load out of here, so it's gonna be good. One pick, three drops. So yeah, not bad. One pick, three drops. It's really light. It only weighs like 6,500 pounds, so can't go wrong with that. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in, everybody. Hit that thumbs up on the way in if you could. That pushes us out to more people. What's everybody doing today? I am getting loaded in Chicago. I'm not on 47th Street, I'll tell you that, but I can get you a good deal on a mattress. I could throw a rock and hit 10 mattress stores from right here. I seen a twin set down the road. I'm not hauling mattresses, mind you. I'm hauling some sort of pre-made. They're frozen, like pre-made, like frozen wraps or something. I don't know. They're all going to food services. I got one pick, three drops, all going to different food services. One in Wisconsin, two in Minnesota, and then I'm gonna go to house. So yeah, just waiting on them to get it loaded up here. I got the red light. The guy came out and was waiting on the reefer to get to -10, and I'm like, it's at 5 degrees. Like, do we got to wait till it gives the -10? Frozen is frozen, right? Um, so I don't know. We'll see. They normally take forever here. I load out of here a lot. See who all's coming in here. Wild Bill is first in the house. Thanks, Wild Bill, for coming in. Jeremy Griggs is here. What's up, Jeremy? Don is here. Hello, Don. Alexandra's here. Says, hey, Cash. K-Save in the house. Stupid reefer broke. Oh, man, does it have a load on it? That is a bummer. I thought mine was having problems last week in Texas, but apparently it was just the heat and the customer loading, product at 50 degrees when they want it ran at 26. So apparently that was my issue. Although, like on this one, it's at the -10. I do have it. I do have the little side doors open on it while I'm just sitting here in the dock, and it's trying to pull down to -10. An empty trailer pulling down to -10 in the dock. I mean, I don't know. Some of these places. See who else is in here. DB215 in the. Let's see who else we got here. Wild Bill, I'm not on 47th Street, but I can get you a good deal on a mattress. Oh, man. That is a rough neighborhood, let me tell you. Let's see here. Oh, I think they might actually started loading me. I felt something there. Let's see. Scottish Trucker Tommy says, howdy, sir. Yes, everybody go check out Scottish Trucker Tommy. He dropped a really good video for guys that are thinking about either getting your own authority or leasing on to somebody. Very good video. And check out DB215. That's a good channel. Yeah, check everybody out. Everybody should subscribe to everybody, the way I look at it. It don't cost you anything to go subscribe to them, and if when they get monetized, they make a few bucks for the effort they put in, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a guy getting paid for dropping knowledge like a lot of these guys do. Let's see here. K-Save says the reefer. He said the reefer broke, and now he says it did have a load on it. Watermelons, though, got offloaded. Okay, that's not too bad if it's watermelons. It's I mean, you never want to have problems, but at least it wasn't like a load of ice cream. My friend trained at Prime, and he said when he was in training, they had a trailer breakdown in like Arkansas or somewhere. It was pretty hot with a load of ice cream on it. Said it pretty much ruined the whole damn thing. And then they took and dropped the trailer because the customer sure as heck didn't want it, and they couldn't find anybody else that wanted it. They took a broken trailer and dropped it off at the trailer repair place with a load of ice cream on it. So that was a mess. That's those Prime problems, though. more money, more problems. Let's see here. DIY Semi in the house. Thanks for coming in, DIY Semi. I appreciate you dropping by. I watched your video earlier where you were cleaning out your radiator and your condenser and your charge air cooler. It's good stuff. I'm gonna check into that little tool you got there. Everybody go subscribe to DIY Semi. And I appreciate everybody coming in. Hit that thumbs up if you could for me. It just pushes it out to more people. If you don't want to do it, you ain't got to do it. And if you want to hit the thumbs down, by all means do that, because I've got a few hate watchers, got some weight watchers, got some hate watchers. Shout out to all my hate watchers. I need more of those guys, man, because let me tell you something about hate watchers. They are dedicated. Like, they don't miss a minute of what you put out. They want to hear every little bit of it so they can come hate on you. But yeah, howdy DIY Semi. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. Let's see here what K-Save says. Keep shutting off. Freon ball isn't floating. No one in Atlanta will touch it because it's not loaded. Taking a dry load home to Florida to get it fixed. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that. That is all part of the business. So you're saying they don't want to touch it because it's not loaded, so it's not like a priority, so you don't want to sit in Atlanta for a week for somebody to come look at it or fix it, I guess. So that's the way to do it. If you can throw a dry load on there to pay you to run home, you can set it at the house at least. That's a benefit. I'm just glad you didn't have anything valuable on there, because like the other day when I was in Amarillo, I had a meat load on there. I got 44,000 pounds of steak on there. It was like I don't know. I didn't even read the bills. It could have been hamburger meat, but in this day and age where hamburger meat's $8 a pound or whatever, what's 44,000? That's a high value load. Had me a little concerned. Didn't just up and leave the shipper when the reefer wasn't working right. I was like, no, I'm not leaving. It's not happening. Let's see here. But yeah, I was a little concerned with it. I was like, I'm not just itching to jump out and leave, without the reefer running properly. So yeah, best of luck on that K-Save. Let's see here. Alexandra says, I can't purchase health insurance if I go 1099. You can buy health insurance from different places. You can get them through the marketplace from your state. More than likely, you can get a decent deal on it. So I have a little rant about health insurance. Why is health insurance tied to your employer? It makes no sense to me. That's a thing the unions did years ago to secure votes, I think. I don't know. I don't know everything, but to me, your health insurance shouldn't be tied to your job. And I had, back before Obamacare, I bought my insurance through United Healthcare. And Obama tells me, well, if we do this Obamacare thing, and I'm not getting on a political rant. I don't care what you think about Obama or anybody or what, nobody cares what I think is what I meant. So, I think all politicians are rotten. I'll put it out there like that. The only person I would ever vote for is myself, because it's the only person that aligns with all my political views. But Obamacare killed me because they said, oh yeah, if we do this, your health insurance won't go up. And I was self-employed. I was purchasing my own insurance. Every stinking year since then, my health insurance has went up. And I am getting older, so I don't know if that has something to do with it, but yeah. I don't think your health insurance should be tied to your job, though. I think you should, because like your car insurance isn't tied to your job, and most people need a car to get to work. So why isn't your car insurance tied to your work? Just a thought. Let's see here. Wild Bill's in the house. Wild Bill says, are you getting loaded at cold storage warehouse? Yeah, we're at cold storage right now. Loving every minute of it. I I got a three drop load. I'm getting loaded up right now. It is gravy, man. Let me tell you, it's gravy. I'm picking it up now. I got to run up to Wisconsin. I got to drop in the morning in Wisconsin. I got to drop in Minnesota tomorrow afternoon, and it finals out Thursday morning. And it weighs. I think the Raycon said they estimated the weight at 6,800 pounds. So yeah, this should be a profitable little deal right here. And the final stop, I've never delivered here at the final stop that I'm going to, but that final stop is probably the closest you can get to my house for a refrigerated warehouse. So I am very happy about that. Never been there before. I mean, I go by there a lot, and I see trucks lined up out on the street there, like overnight. You know, they line up on the street, and it's kind of in a rural area. So I mean, I've seen them line up there, but I've never delivered there, which is surprising. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Finals out right next to the house, which most of my loads going back to Minnesota final out at the old Walmart. So pretty much anywhere in the country, man, I can find a load back to that Walmart. It's not that big of a Walmart either, the one in Mankato, Minnesota, but man, they must really pump some product through there. Of course, there's a massive Super Value warehouse, probably, I don't know, 40 minutes from the house. So that pays off. I go there a lot. Let's see here. DIY Semi, only the BOC gets thumbs downs. Yeah, he prefers thumbs down over thumbs up, which I don't know if it really matters whether it's thumbs up or thumbs down. I think it's the interaction with the video that makes all the difference. Let's see. K-Save, yeah, no priority, exactly, yeah. Isn't that funny how that works? Yeah, I mean, it's a good excuse to go home anyway. So, Alexander said, I had cancer within the last 5 years. I can't purchase it because I can't afford it. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got through cancer, man. That is no joke. Yeah, congratulations on that. So yeah, I mean, like at that point you well, like even if you get it at an employer, do they let you get it at an employer even though you've had cancer in the last 5 years? Because see, that's part of what kills me about getting it through your employer. You know, it's like it's discouraging, you know, because you can't afford health insurance. If you want to be self-employed, you can't afford health insurance, so you're forced to go work somewhere just for the health insurance. So I don't know. To me, it's not right the way the system is. It's all set up for the, it's all set up for the insurance company and the pharmaceuticals and the big hospitals to win, like most things in the country. You know, big money keeps their money, and then they come take yours. So, I'm just happy the government lets me keep some of it, because it's their money. I don't get it twisted. I was talking to a friend the other day about if you factor in all the tax you pay throughout your life, income tax, capital gains tax, sales tax, tax. What percentage do you think you give up on tax if you figure it on everything? Sales tax, income tax, capital gains tax, everything. I would say you're close to 50% of the money you earn ends up in the hands of the tax collector. And I'm not complaining. I'm just happy they let me keep 50% of it because, they could keep it all. It's their money. I don't get it twisted. They get their cut first, so I understand how that works. It's not my money if the government gets their cut first. DIY Semi says that started in the Great Depression during wage freezes. It was the best, only way to give someone a raise. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It was probably something to do like that. Ashland Cold Storage, Wild Bill. Oh man. Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny, but Yeah, I was going to park in that little lot across the street last night, but I said the last couple times I've been there, it was not a good situation over there because they parking a bunch of empties in there now. So I parked at the Loves in Gary last night. Got up running here. No traffic, man. I drove in like straight shot. Didn't even slow down like maybe one time because there was a cop had somebody pulled over. But I mean, I was like, dang, I'm loving this COVID traffic. Let's see. But yeah, if you need a mattress, there's a few mattress places over here. Uh, like I said, I seen a twin set over there for $50 earlier. They're probably making them in the back. Alexandra says, it's so ungodly hot here. I'm going to melt. Throw me in the reefer. Where are you at today? Are you like, I think last time you checked in, you were in like South Dakota and it was like 90 degrees, which ain't right. It ain't right. It's raining here right now, so it is not bad. Let's see what's going on here. It's so ungodly. Yeah, Scottish Trucker Tommy in the house. Everybody go check out Scottish Trucker Tommy for sure. Have you noticed the rates going up or down? Struggling in Georgia and Florida today. I don't know. It's getting, some areas seem like doing better. Like in some areas, like in Michigan this past weekend, it's produce season in Michigan right now. So like if you can get into Michigan, Michigan's on fire right now from what I've seen. Going to certain areas, but that goes back to that you get paid to go in because you don't get paid to come out. That's why I took a short load, because I wanted to come back here. I was trying to get back to the house anyway. So yeah, Georgia and Florida, yeah, produce season's all but done. So for a while at least, I guess. I don't know. Wild Bill says, ha ha ha, I know now where you are. I would stop by, but I have something to do. Yeah, I don't know. I hope to be out of here pretty soon, for every minute you're here, your chance of dying goes up, getting shot or, whatever. Let's see. DB215. Everybody go check out DB215. He says it's been very dry in PA. We need the rain. Yeah, I hear, I don't know. I watch a guy on YouTube that's a farmer, and I think he lives like over in, western Pennsylvania. So I don't know. He lives over like West PA, that area. But yeah, Florida, Georgia. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Since I left the house, I left Minnesota. I went over to New Jersey. And then from Jersey, I went back over to Chicago. And then Chicago down to Texas. And then Texas back to Chicago. And then Chicago to Ohio, and then Ohio back to Chicago. Now we're going back to Minneapolis. So, yeah, I don't know. If I go to Florida or Georgia, I'm typically this time of year, you got to do really good going in because, yeah. What do you think about Georgia, Florida, K-Save? You're down in that area. If you're still in here, K-Save, what do you think about Georgia, Florida right now? What a reefer. Let's see. Who else is in here? Did I miss anything? Appreciate everybody coming in. I'm not going to do a long one today or right now. I don't know. Y'all know how I am. Well, I may be back on here in 20 minutes after I get loaded. I'm gonna dodge some tolls getting out of here. I know that's for sure. I hate paying Illinois tolls, man. They're so freaking expensive. I've got pretty good at going around them. But yeah, that's That's what's going on with me today. Negative 10 degrees going to Minnesota. Got to pay my stupid parking ticket I got last time I was home. I was going to fight it, but the more I work, the more I think about it, yeah, I'm going to cave in and just give them their $42. It's a little parking ticket, and the only reason I hate to pay it, it's not the $42. It doesn't go on my record, so I don't pay. I don't like. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be on my record. I just pay the $42 and it's over. But the problem with it is the road that they wrote me the ticket for. The ticket's for parking on a residential street. It's not a residential street. It's a commercial street, and I like parking over there because it's convenient. And that's my only beef with paying it. Is if I cave in and pay it, I'm not allowed to park there anymore because I admitted I was in the wrong. So if I fight it, then if I fight it, then I got a chance. So I don't know. It's $42. It's nothing on the $42. It's the principle. The cop wrote the ticket for parking on a residential street. It's not a residential street. I guarantee you they would not let you build a house on that street. There's a hotel on that street, and there's like 3 or 4 warehouses on that street. And that is it. There's like a hotel at the corner, and then the rest of the street is warehouse. And I think there's a big church, like one of those big mega churches down there, but I just don't know. I hate paying it. I really do. Wild Bill says, I don't use tolls either. Yeah, I will probably. I keep turning on the recirculation with my foot there. Yeah, I don't know. I hate running them. I do. I'll probably go all the way around. I don't care. I'll go up through what was that 41 through 41 through Milwaukee, or go 41 up to the Wisconsin, and then jump over on I don't know, up through Waukegan and all that. Those rich people love it when you drive a truck through their fancy neighborhoods up there. Let's see. Scottish Trucker Tommy says, I am used to driving out of Florida, but it died super quick. Yeah, that is the thing with Florida. It turns off like a spigot. I mean, it'll be flowing one day, and then the next day, nothing. The last time I went to Florida, I did a load. What was it I did out of there? Watermelons? Yeah, I did a load of watermelons up to Costco in Illinois for like, I want to say like $1,900, $1,800. Not terrible, but not great. Like 1,000 miles for like around $2,000. And so yeah, the guy in the comments told me, he's like, I did that exact load you did from that place you picked up, which I don't know how he knew where I picked up. Maybe because I showed the dirt road going in there, but I mean, don't all dirt roads look the same? But anyway, he said he picked up at the same place I did the next day, and he took it to the same Costco I took it to, and he said it paid like $2,500. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I mean, like, it's not like those prices are set in stone, because I was looking at the watermelon load I did the day before, and it was paying like $2,200. Then I did it for $1,900 the next day, and then he's saying he did it the day after for $25. So, Florida is like very fluid on their prices coming out. I mean, and I think a lot of it has to do with all these tracking apps. They're tracking everybody. They know where everybody's at. I can tell you right now, the Trucker Path app, that's tracking you, and I guarantee you they're selling your information to these brokerages. And then the brokerages have their apps that are tracking you, and then you have Trucker Tools that's tracking you. And they're selling that information because these brokerages and stuff, they're like the big brokerages like C.H. Robinson and Coyote. They know what they're doing. They know exactly the price they can put that load at and move it. And if there's 100 trucks within 50 miles of you, you're not going to negotiate that price any higher. What do they care? Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Appreciate everybody coming in, by the way. Just going to do a little quick one here while I get loaded. Still got the red light. I guess that guy decided to load it. He come out and looked at the reefer, and it was like at 5 degrees, and he was standing there waiting on it to come down, and I'm like, yeah, it's an empty trailer in a dock door. It's at 5 degrees. Like, load it. Frozen is frozen, man. Load it. When I shut those doors, it'll come down to -10, but sitting here in the dock, it's probably not going to come down to -10. Let's see. Where are we at? Wild Bill, the cops are only looking for revenue. Yeah, you better believe that. Wild Bill, 41 is a good route to get north. Yeah, that may be what I do coming out of there. I got to get some fuel. I got 240-gallon tanks, but I consider it like 200 gallons. And I'm down, I don't know, I probably got 90 gallons total, but I don't count that last 40. So the way I look at it, I got 50 gallons left, so I need to get some fuel. I really don't like getting below a half a tank, to be honest with you. There's really no need of it, Let's see here. Scottish Turk Tommy says, I'm so curious about these high MPG figures you're getting. Yeah, man, gotta go slow. Gotta get a fuel efficient truck and go slow. Wisconsin State Line has a few truck stops. Yeah, there's a Love's up there. I normally get all my fuel at Love's. Shout out to DB215 for delivering fuel to the Love's. I know that fuel just doesn't magically appear there, so I appreciate the guys that haul the fuel in there for us. So yeah, I may stop there. I don't know. I may wait till I run over into. Oh, there's another Love's. 50 gallons. I could probably make it all the way to my stop on 50 gallons. So I may wait till I get on over into Wisconsin. I'm not crazy about that Love's when you first come into Wisconsin. It is busy over there. I mean, like, that whole exit, there's like 3 truck stops, 3 big truck stops on that one exit. And I don't like stopping at exits like that. It's like too many people trying to do too many different things. And it all goes, it all goes slow, I guess. Jerry Rocks, thanks for coming in. Jerry Rocks, you're in the Windy City. Hope you're packing. Yeah, as Mark from Truck and Answer says, never walk in a straight line when you're in Chicago. Walk in a zigzag pattern, and it's best to use the buddy system if you can. But yeah, as far as the high MPGs, like, I did a lot of research on this truck. I was really looking for a truck like this because I knew someone that was at Prime that had a truck. Now, theirs was 2 years newer than this one. They had a 2018. Or maybe it was a 2017. I can't remember. It was if I'm not mistaken, it was still this style of Cascadia, not that pointier nose one, the new style. And, he was telling me that they were getting like 9 miles a gallon average, and that's like running Pennsylvania, that's running out west, and I was like, man, like, I don't know, like, smart guy, known the guy for a long time, he's got no reason to lie to me, but I was just like, if that truck will do 9 miles a gallon average, why doesn't every company have these trucks set up like this? Now, Prime has a few other little things on their trucks that I wish I had. Like, their trailers are a little bit more aerodynamic. They put that, not the big trailer wings on them anymore, but, those little plastic things they put on the end of the trailer now. They're, like 3 or 4 foot long. They just kind of push the air around so you don't get that whip effect behind the trailer. Prime does those. Prime's got Prime's got APU. They're governed at I mean, I run about 63, 65 mile an hour most everywhere I go. So yeah, that's how I do it. You know, this truck is meant to do that. And I've been looking on eBay at the Flow Below. Um, so I don't know, because my only thing with the Flow Below is if I could transfer it to my next truck, I would get it. But I haven't done enough research in it to know if they're transferable, because it looks like the brackets are like made specifically for each truck. And they are expensive. You know those wheel covers, the plastic wheel covers that pop on and off with the Flow Below? For this truck, for super singles, just for the mounting bracket and the wheel covers, are like $600. The Flow Below system, the whole thing, like the mud flap holders, everything is like $1,700. So I don't know. They say it's like a 6-month return on investment on that, but I'm just wondering, like, is that a truck that's getting like 5 miles a gallon? You know, because if a truck's getting 5 miles a gallon and it's a 6-month return, if I buy it. Hey, is anyone still in here? Man, that crashed my entire phone. I had to restart the whole darn thing. If you're still in here, I appreciate it. Let me know who's still in here. Yeah, that was a rough crash. I took the whole phone down. Let's see here. Where were we? I was talking about the Flow Below. I've looked into it. It's like $1,600 for the whole system. So that's a pretty big investment on, you know, like something that, you know, deflects air around the back tires. I don't know. Like I said, if it's transferable to a new truck, like if you don't have to like completely, you know, if it's got like multiple holes drilled in it where, you know, like, you know how you get rims that fit different, you know, types of cars? If it's like that where it would fit, like I could see the hubcaps fitting anything on the Flow Below. I could see the hubcaps, you know, they just screw on to your lugs and they got a little bracket and they pop on. I could see that fitting anything. But as far as the rest of it, I'm not sure. So I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of iffy on, kind of iffy. But yeah, I appreciate everybody sticking with me through the phone crash. That was crazy. I mean, it locked everything up. I couldn't do anything. Wild Bill says Route 50 in Wisconsin across the state from the Bright Stop. You can get fuel. Ooh, the Bright Stop. Speaking my language there. Trucker Dave in the house. I'm heading home to Wisconsin myself. Be there tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be in Wisconsin. I'll be over in Eau Claire tomorrow. Eau Claire. Over in Eau Claire. So, let's see here. Trucker Wild in the house. Thanks for coming in, Trucker Wild. Everybody go check out Trucker Wild. Says I-80 heading east. Come on. Jerry Rocks is in here. Let's see. I think the mob took you out. Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, that was a heck of a little crash there. I mean, that took out the entire phone. But yeah, as far as fuel mileage goes, you know, it's like the big thing is your speed. I mean, when I go from 63 to like 68, all things considered, I lose about a half a mile a gallon, if not more. So, you know, I think they say from 55 to 65, you'll lose a mile per gallon. And then from 65 to 75, you're supposed to use like, you know, another 1.2 or something like that. So, you know, pushing air is tough. See, Wild Bill, Eau Claire, Wisconsin is a huge town. Yeah, it's popping over there in Eau Claire. You know, the richest man in Wisconsin lives in Eau Claire. He is the guy that owns Menards. You know, the home improvement store. Save big money at Menards. You know that guy? He's worth about $8 billion, I heard. So, yeah, supposed to be the richest guy in Wisconsin. I used to do a lot of Menards loads. You know, they do their own brokerage over there at Menards. You can actually lease a truck onto them. It's funny how that. Well, actually, I take that back. You can't lease it onto them, but like I said, they do their own brokerage, so you can broker loads from them. You know, a lot of them it don't pay that good though. I mean, it'll get you to where you need to be if you need to be somewhere. But and their store loads for retail, man, they are heavy. Yeah, their retail loads are super heavy. But yeah, and they also have a policy there, like if you're going to do contract freight with Menards, you have to bring in a load, or you have to take a load out if you bring a load in, or something like that. So if you broker a load coming in through them, like through their brokerage, you have to take a load out to a retail delivery. So, you know. But most of their retail is drop and hook. You know, they're kind of set up like Walmart. You know, they got like 3 dock doors, and you know, you drop the loaded in one, and then you pull the empty out of the other side, and they leave the middle one open. Trucker Dave, Millis does a lot of Menards. Yeah, Millis is big over there. I always see Millis when I'm in there. Trying to think of who else is in there a lot. Depending on where you're at in the country, you know. I used to do loads out of Minnesota to the Menards over in Holiday City, Ohio. You know, right there as you cross into Ohio. And Schneider's in there pretty heavy. Millis is in there pretty heavy. Yeah. Your typical big mega fleets are just all up in it. Oh, man. So what's everybody into today? I've got a 3-dropper I'm picking up here, frozen food out of Chicago, I got to stop in Eau Claire, then I got to stop in Mankato, and then I got to stop in Minneapolis there. So, and then I am going home for at least a day, maybe 2 days. I don't know. I'll be getting emptied out. I think I got like a 6 a.m. delivery Thursday. So definitely be home Thursday. Depending on what's happening. I mean, freight's paying pretty good right now if you know, in the right areas. So, yeah. I may take the whole weekend off. I may take 1 day. I don't know. It depends on what's happening. Just depends on what's happening. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off here. If nobody's got anything else they want to throw in, I got to go in here and find out where the bathroom is in this joker, and then figure out what they're doing. I felt them go in the trailer one time, but I'm supposed to be picking up like 20 pallets or something like that. Jerry Rocks, I would think with fuel as low as it is now, you make more money running the speed limit and getting miles. When it goes up, maybe better to run slow. Yeah, for me, I don't run like a lot of, I say this, but then I have weeks that are like 3,400 miles. I typically go for money over miles. So my clock never gets crazy, ran out of hours. So like on, you know, a load like the one I'm getting now, the first stop is in the morning at, I think, 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm 360 miles away. And that's going around everything. And so I got 6 hours to do by in the morning. And I'm on my way home for a reset. You know, I'll probably do a reset while I'm at the house, or at least take a day off, and that'll, you know, pad my hours. So you know, I got no incentive to run that 360 miles at any kind of high speed. So I'll probably run that at like 61, 62 miles an hour across Wisconsin. You know, it's pretty rural across there. I'm not going to be in anybody's way. It's not like traffic builds up behind me when I'm going that slow. And if it does, I'll speed up for a few miles and kind of help traffic even out, and then I'll slow back down. But, running a load that weighs 6,000 pounds at 60 to 61 miles an hour, ballpark, I'll probably be getting like, I'm going to expect 9 miles a gallon, if not more. So, it all factors in. I mean, yeah. So kind of what you're saying, it has a lot to do with, the price of fuel, and which I always want the best fuel mileage. I don't care if fuel was $1 a gallon. I would still want good fuel mileage, because when you get good fuel mileage, it's a trickle down effect. If you're getting good fuel mileage, means you're not putting a lot of effort on the truck. The engine's not pulling hard. It's all, light work. Like when you go faster, you wear out tires faster. It's harder on just all the moving components, bearings and everything. So, slow and steady. Trucker Dave, I deliver in Menominee Falls tomorrow, then pick up going to North Carolina out of Stevens Point. All right. That's a pretty good run down to North Carolina. I do those a lot from Minneapolis, South Minneapolis area down to North Carolina. That's good times. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you very much. We may try another live tonight. I don't know. I like just sitting around shooting the crowd because I got a lot of time on my hands, and I like seeing what everybody's doing. But anyway, guys, until later, take care of each other out there. Bye.